The destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
I can feel it. I like it. I like it. I like it.
All right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. We are glad to be back. It's a full house tonight.
Hello, everyone.
Lethal Weapon after show on AFTERBUZZ with special guests and a new host. It's mind blowing. Are you guys ready? Buckle in. It's your man Chaos J here. You already know where to find me on Twitter. Chaos J, KAAOSJ, and right next to me I have the one and only Chase Mangum.
Oh, right?
You said Chase Mangum, right?
I like mango better.
Mangum.
Nice.
It's Mangum.
Mango.
It's Mangum, but you know on the streets they know him as Chase Mangum.
Yeah.
Get a bar.
He's like,
Now, before I throw this off to my lovely co-host Pietra, we have someone new on the panel.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing?
Everybody say what's up to the one and only Virginia Reyna-Dunne.
That's right. I like all three.
Yeah.
I couldn't get rid of my middle name. So.
There's nothing wrong with that. VRD and the place to be. Let's go.
Nice.
All right.
Hi, everyone. It's Pietra Elise. You know where to find me. Pietra Elise TV on everything. Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, all that good stuff. YouTube. Subscribe.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
And you can find me at Virginia Reyna on Instagram and Twitter.
Nice.
Okay, and now, Chase, where can they find you, bro?
At Chase Mangum official on Instagram and Twitter.
Nice.
And that's official. Now, I also have to say, can we give a shout out right now? Because we got moms in the building.
Whoop, whoop.
Hey. All right. So, with that being said, let's just dive into this.
All right.
No,
Because
right?
we've got a lot of questions from the fans that we got to tap into.
right.
Yes.
I've got a couple questions. So, you're pretty much going to get interrogated
ready.
tonight. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
All right. So, let's talk about the show.
All right.
First off, scene opens up with the club.
Yeah.
It looked like a pretty hot club.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I kind of need to
Yeah.
know where this club is because I
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
want to check it out.
Out here.
Mine is getting, my wallet lifted.
Once I'm old
I
enough,
know, right?
Once I'm old enough, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Once I'm old enough.
We'll go. We'll
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
I'll
sure.
take you there.
Yeah.
I'll be like, Chase, you're old enough. Let's get. So, all right. So we open up with the club scene. We see a girl and she's like a cocktail waitress.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Cocktail
Yeah.
waitress. So
You're
she's
right.
Serving cocktails. And she's talking to some fancy VIP dude, and she's kind of, working her magic so she can get that tip. And as she walks
She can
away,
get
no, she
like
walks away, and she walks away, and then we see another guy saying, "Yo, if you don't have my money, I need it in 2 hours." Something. Basically, he's threatening who we find out to be her boyfriend. So, I mean, it kind of opens up a little intense, and then we find out that she hands him the wallet, which was really smooth because I didn't even see her lift the wallet.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that. For starters,
Yeah.
what was your first take when we go to the club scene?
For starters, I mean, come on. Lethal Weapon always gives us a,
Some
over
murder.
the top opening, so I wasn't
Right.
surprised about that. But like you said, it was kind of smooth. It looks like she's been doing this for
Right.
some time. So
Right.
that was my first input. And then honestly, when I first saw her, I didn't think that she was so sneaky.
No, not at all. I honestly just thought she was just being a little flirtatious because she
Yeah.
wanted a tip. I had no idea
Yeah.
she was low key like klepto.
Yeah, so that was new for me. How about
Yeah,
you?
I thought she was going to be the one that was going to get killed because, right away it was like, okay, she's taking the money. They're going to put a hit on her. But so I was really surprised it wasn't her.
Okay, fair enough. Right. So then we jump to the next scene where, they've done adult things, her and her man. Mind you,
Adult
he
things.
had blown off the fact that the guy was threatening him, saying, "Yo, I need my money in the next 2 hours." And he's like, "Yeah, you'll get your money in a couple days. Relax." He had completely blown that off. She seemed like she was more concerned about it than he was. That she's feeling for her necklace. She can't find her necklace. And then he gets up because you hear room service, and then stab right in the face. I didn't see that coming. Did you know?
I jumped back like it.
Right?
Boom.
Like, because that
I
was in
didn't
the
see
face,
that.
and at first
What?
it was so fast.
Yeah.
I thought he got shot in the face.
Yeah.
I honestly thought it was a taser or something at first because it happened so quick. So I really couldn't tell. And was this your first time seeing it?
Yeah.
Oh,
First
so
time
you
seeing
saw it with us.
Yeah. So
Wow.
I don't even know what to think. I thought it was like something just fast, and I saw him fall, and I was like, okay, he's dead.
And then I saw something
Okay,
hanging out
okay,
his
he's
face,
dead.
and I'm like, okay, was that like a super advanced dart gun that I've never seen before?
Right.
It still didn't dawn on me just because it happened so fast
Yeah.
that it was a knife.
Yeah.
Either way, he gets stabbed in the eye. She jumps under the bed, and I don't know, like, to me, I'm like, okay, the dude took too long. You see his footsteps, and granted, I don't know how that room was laid out, but it just, to me, I'm like, why didn't he just run and get her?
Yeah.
Because the time it took for him, as soon as he walked in, and then she jumps under the bed, I'm like, come on, I can see you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
I mean, and we get a lot of that in Lethal Weapon where it's like situations where we know, like, okay, come on. Like,
However, he was walking closer to the bed, and then the real room service dude shows up.
Yeah.
And that distracted him. Now, I was going to give that guy props, because normally, you know how we see in like TV shows, like it's like, oh my goodness, and they kind of linger, and you're like, what are you doing? Run!
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
he
he
didn't
didn't do that.
waste
He was like,
no
oh,
time.
I got to
He
go.
was
Yeah.
out.
And
He was out.
But then it seemed like it made no difference, because I'm pretty sure he got killed too.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But I guess that worked out in her favor,
Yeah.
so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, that was pretty intense. So now I have a complete random side question.
All right.
When you're filming, are you hanging out too? Are you there?
I do, yeah, I hang out. They're very nice to me. The crew gives me a chair.
Yeah.
All I have to do is stay out of the eyesight or the eye line of all of the actors, because I feel like I'm always in their eye line and I don't
Right.
want to be there. But yes, I'm there.
Okay, so now does that kind of throw you off at all, or no?
It's better because let's say I'm doing an emotional scene and my mom's crying. I've known I've done good. It's been good. If she's crying,
Aw.
then it's working out.
If mom's got waterworks, then
Yeah.
it's like, okay, I hit it
I
on
did it
Yeah.
good.
Okay. Now, so back to you. Do you in between takes, do you give any input, or are you just completely hands off?
I stay out of his way. I let him. He's wonderful. I trust him. He has a wonderful co-host. Or
Oh,
not
man.
co-host, but Rex Lynn is amazing.
Rex Lynn
who
is.
plays his dad.
He gave me so much good advice. Like I
Yeah.
wouldn't be.
Yeah, no,
Kid away
because
today,
you're
yeah.
good. You're good.
Yeah,
Now,
thank you.
No, I'm not, blowing smoke because I'm like, oh, you're on the show. You're a great guy. No, like,
Yeah.
you're legit. You're
Yeah.
legit. So, and that was even more solidified with this episode. Like, just the scenes that you're in, it's like you didn't really get a lot of lines.
Yeah.
But I knew everything on your face.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, just read the face.
Mm-hmm.
And that's acting. Like,
Yeah.
if you can pick up what someone's feeling,
That's
and,
harder.
and a lot of different emotions simply from their facial expressions or lack thereof, that's acting.
I feel like that's even harder, to be able to allow the audience to see your acting through your facial expressions, because you're not saying anything. So in order for that to like convey across the screen, that's amazing. Now I did see in one of the episodes you had a gun.
I did have a gun.
How did that work?
Well, I got there and they're like, "You're gonna be shooting a gun." I'm like, "What?" So it's the best thing ever. So they got me with a rubber gun. They had me do some practice, and then they gave me the real gun with a blank, which was insane. They're like, let me have a practice shoot.
Yeah.
The first time was the scariest thing of my life. I just in shock. But after a while, I finally got the hang of it. But that scene was so fun to shoot. I got to
Yeah.
shoot that gun a couple of times. I was just a pro, just shooting things. And
Like, did you?
Oh
and
wow,
you-
he's
and-
more advanced than me. I've never even shot a gun
Oh,
before.
see, I'm gonna need you to step your game
No,
up.
I haven't, and I've always said I wanted to go to the gun range. So maybe you have to teach me something.
go.
So
It
then
is
my
intense.
question was, at any point did you purposely miss your mark so that you could get another take with the gun, or
On purpose.
I mean, I don't want to put you on blast at the same time, but I'm just saying I know what I would have. I'm like, oh my bad, guys.
Right.
Let's do that one again.
I want to say no.
Okay, I got
So
you.
I wanna
got
say
you.
no.
I got you.
All right.
And this is your first time ever.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. So, I mean, you'll have some beautiful memories with Lethal Weapon.
I do.
Yeah.
And more to come, right?
Hopefully, yes.
Yeah,
Claim it.
I'm digging. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm digging the flashback scenes.
Yeah.
It definitely adds another layer to his character, and it really explains a lot. Especially for me, I came in super judgmental in this episode because I'm like, really, dude? Like, we waking up in the park? Like, that's what's hot in the streets right now?
Right.
So then, not only that, but then I'm weird and I always think about these things, so I get it. You kind of fell asleep in the park and then you walk to work.
But how do you kind of fall asleep in the park?
You
Like-
don't just kind of. You black out. You black out and fall
yeah.
asleep. The only thing I kept thinking was because we didn't see, from when he left the park and where he went, if he made any stops. So in my mind, he made no stops. He went straight from the park to work.
Right.
You've been drinking all night. You're all up in Murtaugh's face,
Ooh,
and I just kept thinking like, his breath has got to be crazy right now. Like, morning breath is its own monster. So then you throw alcohol into that.
The worst.
And then just everything else that just stews as you sleep and just marinates in your mouth.
Move on.
I'm sorry. That's the first thing that came to my mind. I was
Yeah.
just like, his breath has got to be crazy hot right now. Obviously, since it's, a TV show, it probably wasn't. But I'm just thinking, in real world.
Yeah.
Whoa!
But come on, it's Riggs. He's always like,
But I
not-
digress. Flashback scenes definitely give us a lot of different layers and texture to the fabric that is Riggs. So I definitely appreciate that, and you're definitely doing an awesome job.
Yeah, thank you.
Amazing.
Having a great time doing it.
Props for that.
Yeah.
So let's jump forward. We get to the crime scene because it's now a crime scene, and we find out that it's Bailey's sister.
So surprising. First of all, I didn't even know she had family, I guess because we never get to see anything of her.
Right.
So I was like really happy to finally see more of Bailey and get more.
We got a whole Bailey-rific episode.
But wait, did anyone notice that the sister and her did not favor at all? Was it just me?
No, it's not.
Was it just me?
They didn't look at all.
Because I'm
not
like,
even
what?
a little bit.
I'm like, come on.
Like different daddies, maybe?
That's what
Yeah, I thought there was some comment in there where she made it almost sound like they had different fathers. But I
Yeah.
was like, maybe I'm reading too much into it because of the appearance.
No, literally, I'm like,
No diss. Her sister was cute. Shout out to
She is
Michelle.
really
So
cute.
Super
she's
cute.
really cute. I'm just saying, as far as
Yeah.
the casting to make
Yeah,
it
but-
more realistic. Like you look like a younger Riggs. Like I was like,
Who
really?
on my notes I refer to as Young Reezy.
Crazy.
But shout out to Michelle because she did her thing with this episode, and she definitely cleaned up.
Man, she looked good
I
in
was
the
not
car.
prepared for
I
that.
said,
I
even
was
you
like,
said,
woo.
even you said, Bailey looks hot.
I was like, easy. But okay, so we find out that that's her sister, and Riggs kind of runs interference, which was pretty cool of him.
Yeah.
He dropped the glass with the lipstick. He just kind of helped her out, and said, "Look, I'll help you do XYZ."
And I really appreciate the humor that they put into everything because there are so many emotional scenes
Oh
in
my
here
God, yes.
that you really that comedic relief is just it's so nice when it comes.
helps to
Yeah.
lighten it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay, so what did you guys think about the whole first off, let's talk about Riggs and Bailey partnering up. That was a nice little change of dynamic. But what did you guys, what were your thoughts about when we start to find out everything that happened that night with Riggs?
Well,
Did I
initially
hit
for
y'all
me,
too hard?
I'm thinking about it.
Everything that happened.
Right, I'm thinking about it, but I wasn't surprised because, every time we hear something about Riggs, it's something over the top and dramatic and I just feel like, I said every show, at some point we finally got him to say he needs help. So I guess that's a step. But I'm just tired of the same thing every episode. But it is at the same time, it's hard to get over something like that because I could not imagine having a childhood like that. At the same time, there's so many people in his life that want to help and love on him, and he doesn't allow them to all the time. So I feel like he's going to continue to go through that until he makes up in his mind that he wants to move forward, which we finally see him do. So hopefully we'll get more of him on another level of maturity.
Well, and it was a opening. Like, I liked the fact that they, continue to show, like, okay, he had a chance to leave and he didn't do that because he wanted to stand by his father,
Right.
and that always he always wants to stand by everybody, just like he was standing by Bailey for this. So it just gives us like another layer with the flashback of like, okay, that was the song that triggered his dad. That's why he shot the jukebox.
Right.
Yeah. So it the parallel I really like in that.
Yeah, and I do appreciate that each episode we're able to like get more and more of him, like more and more is revealed, which that makes it cool, and that's good. But I always struggle with the way I feel about the decisions he make, because
Right.
I just feel like it could be a better approach from him dealing with his situation.
True.
As opposed to waking up drunk in the park.
Exactly.
That's
Like,
making it
how
drunk in the
old
park.
are you? You're a cop. Like, why are you still blacking out? Like, I get it. Like, your mind is playing tricks on you. You shoot but black out?
But I feel like there's a lot of people that are like that.
Yeah.
Like there's functioning alcoholics everywhere.
Yeah.
And so it does make it very real. And I think that's like his way of dealing with it. And it's nice because we get more of Chase when we have
I know,
all these
right?
flashbacks.
He's like, he wants to
Drink as much as you
Right.
want.
Keep the drinks flowing. Okay,
Yeah.
so real quick, I don't know, like that scene where the social worker's talking to you, like I wanted you so bad to just be like, yes, help me.
Yeah.
Hit me up later.
Yeah.
And I don't understand. I mean, I get it. Like, that's your father. Like,
Yeah.
you love him. I get it. But at the same time, you are witnessing abuse. You're witnessing him being an alcoholic. You clearly want to leave. We see you go, go, but we see Riggs go, like, hide in the trunk to feel safe. So obviously where you're at is not safe and you don't want to be there. How can you grow, evolve, and move on mentally when you are surrounded by this every day that you wake up? Like, every day is a nightmare.
But then if he leaves his dad, who else does he have? Like, he already lost his mom.
True.
So
a
that's
good-
like
that's a
his
good
own.
point.
Yeah.
Also, it's not
Connection.
just like I need him, but he also needs me.
Right.
Like, that's
Yeah.
the thing. It's like it works both ways. So
That's true.
So did they ever say, like, did his abuse start before his mother died? Or
yeah, his abuse started before the mother.
Okay.
But I mean, I need him and he needs me because he's getting drunk and like he might get himself killed if I wasn't there. So
Right,
That's
as evident
true.
as that
Exactly.
scene
That's
at the
true.
bar when young
Yeah.
Breezy stepped in, like, no,
Yeah.
my mom just died today.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true. I never looked at it from that point of view.
yeah.
So, with that being said, I had a question.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go into some questions. So
Let's do it.
let me get this out because I
right.
wrote this down. Okay, so given that with this particular role, because this isn't your first rodeo, this is a somewhat darker role.
Yeah.
But you actually have done some comedy as well.
I have done
so
some comedy.
the question I have, right? I'm saying get a bar.
Okay.
So, which do you prefer? Do you have a preference, or is it the same?
I can definitely tell you which one's easier, in my opinion. I think drama and dark is just a lot easier, but comedy's got more of that just funny vibe that just keeps you going. Like, it's
I
just,
wasn't expecting that answer.
Really?
Yeah. So drama's easier.
drama is easier.
Okay. All right. I like that. You dig deep and get dark.
Yeah.
Dig deep and get dark.
So then is it hard for you to switch gears from doing, something dark to doing something lighthearted and fun, or is it pretty much
It's pretty easy because when me and Rex were shooting, we had this one scene where when my mom got shot, I had to run. He had to grab me, and then the scene ended, and me and him just talked, and we're laughing the whole time, just giggling and just like laughing. And then they say action, and everything's all upset, and we're all crying. And then they cut, and then we're all just like super happy again. It's great. It's part of our personalities.
see the little secrets that you find out,
Yeah.
the behind the scenes. Okay, so let's jump over to let me get some of these questions.
All right.
Because I don't want the fans to be upset. 'Cause
Okay.
We've got a few questions. So one of them is, hey Chase, you do an amazing job playing young Riggs. What was it like trying to embody Clayne's character as a boy? And then they also want to know, what was it like to work with him?
What was it like to work with Rex?
No, Clayne.
Clayne? I never had the opportunity to work with Clayne, which is unfortunate. I wanted
It's
to.
coming up.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
gonna happen.
I hope so. I hope he finds a portal and
Right.
Go to the other dimension.
but no. What I mean is like just work with it, just being on set with him at the same time.
He seemed really nice. I walked by him a few times. He looks outgoing.
Yeah.
Has fun. Yeah.
We were discussing beforehand that they have 2 different sets, right? So they shoot at different times.
Yeah.
They've never met.
Fun
They've
fact.
never met.
We've never met, which is
What?
unfortunate. I've walked by him and I've like been trying to be like, hi. And
No,
he's
you need to go for it.
Yeah.
You have to go for it next time. You have to make me a promise when you walk by him. Look, Pietra told me
Like
that I need to walk up to you and say hello. So
All right.
I'm going for it.
All right. Let's do it.
Okay, so then the next question is, what was the audition process like for you to get the role of Riggs?
It was actually quite funny because I was watching the show a week before I got the audition. Like, what are the odds? My friend's like, you gotta watch this show called Lethal Weapon. I'm like, all right. I was checking it out. It was pretty funny. I was laughing, I was crying, and then I got this audition for Lethal Weapon. I'm like, wait, I watched this show. Oh, this is gonna be pretty cool. So I was familiar with Riggs, and I was like, oh wow, he's got like this, Southern accent. He's always drunk, alcoholic. So I just tried to like process that when I was a kid before I could drink alcohol, and I kind of nailed it, I guess.
Yeah.
Which got me the audition.
Okay.
It's really fun.
Nice.
Okay. All right, and then the next question. Well, first off, I have to ask.
All right.
Prior to getting this role, and prior to the show,
Okay.
Debuting, had you watched the movies?
Never watched the movies.
And you still haven't watched the
I
movies?
still have not watched the movies.
He's not
Now,
allowed to watch
Have
the
you
movies.
watched the
Okay.
movies?
There
All
you go, Mom.
There we go. Okay.
I just tried watching the movies this weekend, and the first 5 minutes, there's 3 naked people. And so I was like, and I don't remember this because I remember Danny Glover on a toilet with their house about to blow up. That's like the only scene I can recall. And then like the first scene is a nude lady. The next scene is Mel Gibson naked, and
See,
then
I don't
Danny
even wanna
Glover is
watch
naked
it.
in the bathtub. I was like, what was going
It's
on
funny
in the
the things that
90s?
people remember because I don't remember. I remember I remember the explosive toilet scene.
Right.
But I don't
I'm excited
remember,
to watch this movie.
Right?
Now. Yeah.
I don't remember the other stuff you mentioned.
Yeah, I mean,
But I've
within
seen
the
all
never
of
seen
first
the
5
movie. I've
minutes,
never seen them.
It's like everybody was naked in the 90s is what I can
Oh,
guess
Lord.
from that. It was crazy.
One night we'll fast forward everything. We'll just have him close his eyes and fast
We'll
forward.
watch the censored version.
Yeah.
Okay, so real quick, now, what were your thoughts when that audition came through? Because you've seen the movies.
I have, but I saw the show, so I knew
Okay.
it was a much different
Right.
product, which it is.
But were you kind of like, oh snap, that's like my son's about to be on the Lethal
Yeah.
Weapon show.
Riggs, that's really
Like
cool.
the next generation, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not just a bit player.
And we watched the show. It's a great family show. And we
Right.
reminds me of like Starsky
Yeah.
and Hutch and a lot of those movies or TV shows I grew up with in the 70s. It's just a family. It's a family show. You
Right.
know, we all sit down and watch it. We've been watching it, since the first season. So
Awesome.
And how does it work with how has it changed your life with school and stuff? You go to public school or private school?
Private school.
Private school. So
It's great shooting. It's like one day. It's 2 days out of the month. Just
Oh.
shooting for 8-hour days, and it's great. It's like
Oh,
the
so
best.
you're-
Yeah, it's the best
What?
rodeo. Yeah.
Can I go back and be a child actor right
Yeah.
now?
like so you're able to still because I always
Yeah.
wonder like with kids like are they able to still go to dances and have a regular life while still pursuing your dreams.
Yeah.
But it seems as if like it's a piece of cake. Like 2 days out the month.
Yeah, 2 days out of the month.
You are lucky.
Shooting 8-hour days. Everyone there's so nice. It's flies by.
That's
great.
Awesome. That's awesome. Okay, so I have a couple other questions,
Okay.
but I'm gonna toss those to the side.
All right.
Let's wrap up this episode real quick.
Okay.
Okay.
And then we can finish with this interrogation. Okay.
With this interrogation.
So fast forward, they find out that the VIP is, asking when Jess is gonna come back to work. Jess volunteers as bait.
Yep.
Bailey's not really about that life, but she says, but then after Captain Avery comes in, he's like, I can't on the record tell you to do this, but off the record you should do this.
I love him. He is just the best.
Yeah.
Like the way he just like goes with everybody and but yeah, he's just the best. He's one of my favorites.
I'm looking forward to another Captain Avery scene. Like a full, not scene, but just like episode.
Yeah.
Just Captain Avery, just all up in the mix.
Yeah.
But not so he tells her to go along with it. Now let's jump back. We find out that Riri's boyfriend Robbie McNeely is low key like a two-timing dog.
Yeah.
Lord.
Like
I didn't
he's
even know.
running some game.
I didn't even know they start so early. Like I didn't know kids like I don't know. maybe it's just me, but he's full on kissing. I'm like, what?
Well, see, what I was expecting, because we see Roger trying to console her, and like, no, like it's not what you think. You're overthinking things, and then once they go on the stakeout, like he was macking on the honey.
Yeah.
And I'm like, whoa, wait, like
that. Like I said, I thought like when she said cheating,
I was waiting for him to prove her wrong, and he'd be like, no, see, like it's just an innocent mistake, and you just misunderstood.
I thought when she meant cheating, like texting little girls, going to the movies. He's at her job, hanging out, kissing in the public eye, just not hiding anything, just out and about. Like what?
Yeah, they were not
21st century.
Like clearly, I'm like,
Yeah.
you have a girlfriend?
No.
He's like, yeah, it's
my
true.
mom's here. Let's not talk about that.
But no, it's crazy. Obviously, times have changed, so it is what it is. I felt a little bad for her, but not too bad.
I felt bad.
I
I almost cried.
but I didn't feel that bad because at the end of the day, she's young. He's a jerk.
Yeah.
You'll find someone better. It works out better that way anyway. You don't really need to date your neighbor.
I just felt bad that she had to find out the way that she did. I mean,
Yeah, but girls do that. Like they stalk the Instagram.
they
girls,
analyze.
That's really
I mean,
true.
like,
Especially they hate to say it. It's
they analyze every like.
Yep.
They analyze any tags.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I still do that, so.
See, there you have it.
And then the other thing that I really liked was their relationship. Like, Murtaugh does not want to call his wife. Like, that is such a true thing. Like, he's like, I'm going to figure this out. I don't need to alert my wife.
So true. I noticed that.
Yeah, you don't want to have to call the wife when she's away. Who knows what Trish was doing, but he was like, I got this. I'm going to figure it out. And it was a really cute moment between them.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I did like that he put forth so much effort to just keep things contained and handle it on his own. I mean, this dude brought out night vision goggles and listening equipment.
Such a good dad. I even wrote, Roger's such a good dad. Like, he did his best with everything. Like, he said on the phone, I've broken like 4 or 5 laws, and you're telling me it's not good enough? Like, what?
That's it?
Yeah, so I was Team Roger this episode.
Well, and the best part was when she dumped whatever drink he was drinking.
Yeah.
And he was
Oh,
like,
that
That's
was
my
everything.
Baby.
Right.
He deserved
That
it.
was everything.
No, he did.
I didn't know what she was gonna do when she was walking over,
I
though.
didn't
So
either.
I'm like,
I was
okay,
nervous.
I'm happy. Whew, good.
Yeah,
'Cause
that was the safe way to go and still get your point across.
I was hoping for a smack. He deserved
Right,
it. He deserved it.
I was too.
Yeah, he deserved it.
Like, I was waiting on the smack.
Yeah,
I know.
But if anything, I can just hope that smoothie
Ooh,
hit
the
that
smack
keyboard
Roger probably would have jumped
and then
off.
just messed up
Yeah.
his laptop as well. So we can hope for that.
I
That'll
know.
teach him a lesson.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to, Jess. We find out that the money that, I guess somehow she finds a key.
Yep.
And that key is, got a bag full of money in this locker, and that's what those guys were after, which also I still didn't quite get how that tied into the random VIP guy and the quadruplet. Is it the quadruplets?
I think one of
Triplets.
yeah.
See, but was it triplets? Because
It was triplets.
It was triplets.
Hold on,
Well, one
wait.
of them didn't look exactly, but sometimes twins aren't
Yeah.
identical.
Yeah.
No,
So-
no. Hold on, wait. This is where I'm gonna stop because I thought it was triplets, and I wrote that down and crossed it out. Because when Bailey,
I wrote that down and
when
crossed it out.
Bailey and Murtaugh are in the trunk, they pop the trunk. You see all 3 of them. But at that moment, when you see all 3, remember, Riggs is still with that other one that looks just like the other 3.
Did he
I
look
just feel like
them?
he wasn't with. I feel like he must have stepped out. I thought, I don't know, I may be wrong, but I thought when they opened the trunk, it was one of them, and then it was
Right.
the other one because he said the mustache, and then it was the other one, but then all 3 of them came, and I think he said you need to go back to check on your partner or something like that. So I think one of them
So I
went
stand
back.
corrected.
I don't know, I may be
Oh,
wrong.
or maybe there was.
I was
just
about to
another
say
one
you're
that
reaching,
looked-
but no, that
No,
makes
I
sense.
feel like
Yeah.
because what, after he go and check, because he said my brother, he said don't try anything, because we have your partner and my brother something. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't
That's
So
right.
that
I
makes
do
sense.
remember that. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just
So it
like,
was
okay.
triplets.
So
Okay.
and then even inside, Rick said, oh, you guys, so it's 3 of you guys. He said, so it's 3 of you guys. Like, do you guys, how does that work with the clothing?
Right. And
Like,
then they get into the fight scenes.
Yeah.
And I love the action scenes and obviously, but I love the fight scenes because they make them make sense.
Yes,
like
and
he
Riggs
didn't
is
just
so
kick
smart.
his legs up and then just start doing a whole bunch of crazy kung fu. Like, you know, he made sense. Like he distracted him with the fork or
I would
whatever
never
the
thought
metal
of
thing
that.
was.
Yeah.
Which I'd be scared to do that because my
I
head
thought
just
it
get
electrocuted.
electrocuted.
I was thinking the same thing. So one thing about Riggs is, despite everything that he comes with, the man is smart and he knows how to do his job.
Yeah.
So
This is very true. But so does Roger. Roger knows how to do his job.
Yeah.
He's
More
just a little bit more
responsible.
straight-laced,
Yeah.
more by the book.
Yeah.
He was kind of killing me when they were in that trunk talking about, okay, so let's go over this description again. And, you know, meanwhile,
liked
they're
it.
throwing materials to bury them in the ground alive. And
I
he's
liked
still
it.
concerned with the mustache and stuff. But at the
You
same
liked it
time,
too?
I kind of thought, okay,
Calming her down. It was
right.
so
And that's
sweet.
and that's
know,
what I
right?
thought.
Very sweet.
I thought he was trying to distract her.
Yeah.
So I give him
and
credit
then
for that.
too, I mean, you always want to. I am such an optimist, so I get it. Like, you don't ever want to put your mindset of, like he said, like, take your mind off of that. We're not even seeing that. Just think, just know we're gonna get out of here. Just know when we're in court, what are we gonna say? Okay, so when we get out, you're ready and you're not thinking I'm gonna die. You know, because you are what you think at the end of the day.
Also, Bailey can fight. Like,
Did you see her?
I was surprised. She just came and started kicking those guys. I was like,
Yeah, Bailey was handling
Yeah.
She
business.
was. I was surprised too. Like, I was like, okay, Bailey.
Yeah.
And then with no hands, because she was like handcuffed.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, girl, go ahead, because I would have. I don't know if I would have got out of that one.
I don't know. I was very impressed. I thought it was a great episode.
Yeah.
So we get to see Riggs get out of his situation. He takes down one of the brothers. And then we see Bailey get out. We see Murs. I'm sorry, that's how I refer to him on in my notes. It's Murs, Murtaugh. We see him take over as, you know, as they're driving off. Action ensues, crashes ensues, and then you see that, you know, the car tip over.
Yeah.
It hits something. It explodes, and then Riggs runs over.
I was so mad. I was so mad at the way he reacted. Because if that was my partner after all that you guys have been through, you're just sitting there like,
But
I would have ran to the fire like, no, like, what is something.
I feel like,
but
Like-
Riggs. It's Riggs.
It's-
So,
I
like,
know,
yeah,
but-
it's Riggs. So,
Riggs.
But come on, we've
But-
seen more reaction and expression from him
okay,
from other stuff.
But hold on, I feel like in reality, you aren't going to just run and drop to your knees and why? You're
Not
not
even
going to
that.
do that.
Try to save him. Like, half of the car wasn't even lit on fire in the back.
But
Like, I'm like, what?
hold on, pause, time out. He isn't new to this, so he knows that car wasn't done.
Yeah.
He knows that there's going to be a few more explosions or explosion after that. So one, I'm thinking he's playing it safe, and two, I feel like that's a real reaction. And I say that because
been my
I say that because you don't immediately just snap into hysterics.
yeah.
Or at least most people don't.
But he was standing there
So
for some seconds.
your first reaction is you're shocked. Like, oh snap, did this car just blow up with my partner in it? So that's what I took from it.
I'm with Roger. When he walked up, he's like, wow, really? This is how your
He's
reaction
so
would be
dramatic,
if
though.
something...
He is.
How did he get out of the
Roger is
car?
so
That's my
dramatic.
question.
Right.
Oh,
Thank you.
How did he get
Yes.
out of the car?
That's
Yeah.
what I was thinking too.
And I kept thinking, well, because I was looking, and obviously we know that he wasn't dead, and I kept thinking, at what point did he jump out of the car?
Yeah.
Obviously, I know they didn't want to show it because that would have given away the reveal of him
Yeah.
coming back and be like, "That's all you're gonna do." But I
Some
kept
things are just
thinking,
The car was
unrealistic.
at least hitting 50, so, like, that's pretty cool.
Jumping out of
if
that
he
is
can jump
low-key
out of that, that's
dangerous.
pretty cool, though. I
I'm
mean,
just-
that's a skill to add to the
Yeah,
list.
exactly.
Yeah.
I know, right?
gotta
I want
work
to
on
see.
those
I
car
want to
jumping
see.
skills.
I asked, what's her name, Rihanna? I asked her the same thing when she was here. Are you open to like doing any action in the film? Like, are you down for that?
Yeah, I'm
would you-
down.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna see you jump off some buildings
All
and
right.
stuff.
It might not
Really?
be a lethal weapon.
I'll jump off a
as
building.
young Riggs.
I can totally
but we're
see
gonna
it.
see it. At
I
some
can totally
point.
see it at some point.
Okay, so since we're talking about action and jumping off of things,
Okay.
let's talk about this hot new project that I found that you're working on that's coming up soon.
Yeah?
Well, can you talk about it?
Yeah, can you talk about it a little bit? It's racist white zombies?
White racist zombies.
White racist zombies.
What?
I was reading this at work and I lost it. And then I was telling my coworker and we were on the floor dying. Like, I was like, are you serious?
So what
right
is it
now?
about? Tell me.
So please.
It's about zombies, but instead of the white people become the zombies, and the black people have to run from the zombies the whole time.
Oh,
Because
Lord.
the zombies don't want brains.
They want
They want black people.
Yeah, it's the funniest.
Wait.
And let's talk about the star-studded cast, because we've got Wayne Brady.
Yeah.
We've got Chase.
Yeah.
I play.
Give me some.
We've got aren't
Give me
you in it as
some.
well? Aren't
Small
you?
little part.
Okay.
Bill Lamar's in
Mom's
it.
in it.
Mom?
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you going to be doing, Mom?
I'm a zombie.
She's like, I'm a zombie.
She's trying to get some melanin brains.
Listen. So where can we watch? When is it coming out? Like,
It probably we're shooting it now. It probably won't be out until June or July.
okay.
Oh,
on
that's
what
perfect.
network?
Right for the summer.
It's a movie. So-
What?
It's a full-length feature
Congrats,
film.
you two. Okay, teamwork. I see it.
Team Zombie.
So, and it sounds, just from the title alone and from who we have in there, it sounds like it's going to be hilarious.
That's
Written
amazing.
by
I read-
Aaron Shore, who does People of Earth, which is a great show, and he also
love that
works
show,
on
yeah.
Everyone Loves Raymond and The Office, and he's the writer of the show too.
Congratulations,
Oh, nice.
you two.
So
That should be
that
really
answers
funny.
the question as well.
Yeah.
Let me see what I did here. One of the fan questions was what upcoming projects you have. So
Yeah.
see what I did there? See how I worked
Yeah,
that in there?
that worked.
Yeah.
That worked.
So
Yeah.
are we
What
going to get to
else?
see you jump off some stuff? Or
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down.
I
Okay.
love the fact that you're open to everything. We're
Yeah.
like, okay, playing the guitar, okay, acting, okay, singing, okay,
Yeah.
jump. You're down for whatever.
Yeah.
Nice.
action hero in the making.
Right.
Chase Mango.
It's gonna
Right.
get ripped, and then we got it.
Are you in the gym now?
No.
Gotta get in the gym, Chase.
I
Gotta
know.
get in the
I
gym.
need to get strong. All my friends are like getting like bigger. I'm like,
What, really? No, wait,
Yeah.
how old are you again?
14.
And your friends are
got
in the
nothing.
gym
He's
getting
got
bigger?
time.
Oh my
You're
goodness.
good.
I know you are.
You're good.
So
Yeah.
14, you are in the 7th grade?
8th grade.
8th grade.
Going into high school, so we got tests and extra homework to get into high school and homework high school applications. which is a
What? So are you
process.
thinking about, I know you're just getting to high school, but are you thinking about college?
college?
Not thinking about college
Not
yet?
yet.
USC, UCLA seemed really cool. Like
So you're going to
That's
stay
nice
home,
that they
basically.
closed
Solid.
down.
That's a solid school.
You're
Yeah.
trying to stay
Mom
home.
said.
Mom is like, yeah, he's staying
Yeah.
home.
She forced me to say this.
We'll talk offline. Okay,
Cool.
so at the end of this, we Jess agrees to go ahead and first off they recover the money,
Yeah.
which to go even further back, Bailey was like, "Look, I'm proud of you," because she was surprised that her sister didn't
I was
pinch off a
surprised.
couple stacks. Because I
Yeah.
can't say I
Yeah.
wouldn't have,
Well, I was
especially since
surprised.
it's dirty money. It's not like
Yeah.
they're missing it. Either way, I'm just
It's not like they
being
missing it.
honest.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Okay, so that's resolved. We find they get the money. She agrees to she tells Bailey, look, don't put up a fuss, like it's okay, like I'm ready to own up to my responsibilities.
Yeah.
And when when this is over, maybe we can get back to being cool again.
Mm-hmm.
So, we get a little bit of a happy ending. I wanted to talk about, but we were running out of time. I wanted to talk about the flashback about the get right. Because there's
Yeah.
a moment where
Yeah.
we see Riggs talk
Yeah.
to the taxi driver, because all throughout this, he's trying to piece together what happened to his truck and what happened that night, essentially. We see that he shot up the jukebox. He had a restraining order at that
Yeah.
bar, and then we see the taxi driver say, like, I took you to a car wash, and he hosed yourself down, and you kept saying, I just got to get right, and then we
Yeah.
flash to the scene where you're hosing
His
Rex?
dad.
Rex, yeah.
Rex. You're hosing Rex down. How was that fun?
That was the funnest thing. He's like, don't miss. That's just full blast right in the face.
You had to
I
keep a
gotta
serious
get
look.
right.
I was
Had
yeah,
to keep a
get right.
serious look.
I had to keep the serious like the whole time. I was like trying not to crack up, just spraying him, and he's like dying. It was funny.
Yeah, it looked like, I kept thinking from a behind the scenes perspective that
Yeah.
that was probably a really fun scene to shoot.
Yeah.
Okay, so after that, let's see. What else happens?
The only other thing that I have that we kind of didn't talk about was the similarity of Riggs and Bailey, because we noticed that we saw that Bailey lost her mom, and they have that in common. So I think that's why she and Riggs kind of understand each other. She kind of talked about it a little bit at the desk when she was with Roger. She kind of was saying how, like, you know, he has his own stuff that he's going through, but at the end of the day, she knew she wouldn't have been judged if she'd have went to him versus Murtaugh. You know, he kind of has his stuff together. He would have been more of like a mentor and telling her right from wrong versus really being understanding in the moment. So I thought that was really good that we were able to see more about Bailey, and maybe more stuff would uncover about her. So we'll see.
Well, Murtaugh is always in parenting mode, I think, too.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
So he's always like...
But I can appreciate that, you know?
Yeah. No, it is nice.
But I think that's it. That was it. It was a really good episode.
Yeah.
And thank you for coming.
We appreciate you
Thank
coming
you for
in.
having me. It was great.
Real quick, just to wrap. So I did like how everything came full circle. Because when he was talking with Kay Hill, she said, like, you know, you just need to be able to understand and learn when to ask for help. And we see he, you know, tells Roger that he needs some help. And he's like, I've been waiting for you to say that. And he takes him to the garage and shows him that I have your truck.
And at the end of the day, like I always say, this show, sure, you guys didn't see me cry today, but usually I am boo-hooing, but they wrapped it quick. They almost had a moment, and they were like, all right, time to go.
This is uncomfortable.
All right, let's go. But they always know how to end with a teary moment and bring us back together, so...
Well, and they also showed that Riggs had the paperwork for his parole for his father to speak, and so he also wanted to, you know, clear that up, that, like, he always doesn't know how...
Like
he's
trigger.
Conflicted about it.
Yeah, it's a trigger.
I mean, I think the only way he can get better is if he sees his father, because like, see how he's changed. Like, that might make him better, and like maybe lose his alcohol addiction.
Now, is
he changed though? Because isn't he still in like a crazy gang? And he just had his like girlfriend's dog killed. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't go parole that guy or speak on his behalf. I think you killed my girlfriend's dog.
I feel like there's so many different layers that, unfortunately, because we don't have that much time, we are technically out of time. We will have to address later.
No.
Next time you come back.
However,
thank you
again. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us.
For sure.
You are always welcome to come and hang out with us.
And congratulations to everything that you have going on. I wish you so much success
so
and blessings.
And we have to go see that movie.
Oh, definitely. And then, like I said, I know the season's not over, so you guys are welcome to come back. Shout out to the mom, Mrs. Leah.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us as well. I'm your host, Chaos J, my lovely co-host. Shout out to Alexis. She's not here with us.
We missed you, Alexis.
We miss you. We'll see you on the next one. Where can they find you? Let's start with you. Where can they find Chase? Because they need Chase Mangum in their life.
I know, right, Chase?
Yeah. You can find me at Chase Mangum Official on Instagram and Twitter.
All right.
You can find me.
We need to get you a Snapchat.
My Snapchat? Snapchat.
You forgot it.
I know. Okay. C Tanner. Okay, I got it. Okay. C Tanner 137.
Nice.
Boom. There you go.
And you all know where to find me, Pietra Elise TV on everything. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Follow me.
And you can find me at Twitter and Instagram at Virginia Reyna.
Nice.
And I got to work on the Snapchat.
It's okay, girl. We got you.
It's okay. I don't have a Snapchat either. Again, real quick, welcome.
Thank you.
And it's great, and we're going to
panel.
rock this thing out. All right, everybody. That has been our show.
Thank you all
Thanks for tuning
so much.
in. Until next week, be safe.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz me later.
From executive
The views
producers...
expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.